A scary thought, Kevin.
He could be unstoppable, Doris. Thanks. The Rockets making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins. They traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette.
Yep.
And then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas. Another Jayhawk. And 13, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for it to this point. We'll see if this year's any different for him.
And now the Kings, fast break, and the jam by Derek Williams.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a... string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Clock at 6 from deep Harden. Another miss by Harden.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Ahead, jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Howard with the block, and they're able to recover. No good from Cousins.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
The kick out to Williams. Releases. Feeds to Cousins. Gay outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. That's good. Ariza's got 5 points so far.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
And you remember, Howard last season created a mock commercial asking people to save the center.
Yeah, you know, as usual, Dwight Howard finding a way to have fun with it in bizarre fashion. That's part of who he is. But I think the underlying issue is a true one. The age of the lumbering pivot man in the NBA seems to be slowly going towards extinction.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
McLemore dishes to Landry. Gay against Terry. Nobody near Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Terry in the corner. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
1:09 left in the first half. Fires the 3. The Rockets with another miss. Sacramento leading by 4. It's Gay with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gay's got 7.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And so it's Houston with it. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Remember in that last matchup, they really snuck out a win, a close game, and it came down to a few mistakes at the end. The forcing turnovers, I thought, was the difference.
Williams for three, and that's going to be a travel. Houston making some changes. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Howard for Jason Terry. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Patrick Everly. Pass to Cannon. The three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Cousins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Game. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play. Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
Cousins, no one around him. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digit. That'll do it for the first half. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Really an extraordinary game for Williams. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Rockets trail by 8. Well, the Rockets were so deadly, Steve, in this building, and a lot of that was because of how fast they would get things going.
Yeah, they would often blitz opponents out of the gate and just manage the lead after the first quarter.
On the floor for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. McLemore is out there with Derek Williams. And it's Gay in at the small forward position.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
You know, as you were saying, the Rockets were great here. Their fast starts here at the Toyota Center helped them win 33 games at home last season.
Rockets shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Harden with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Harden kicks to Moniunas. There's the three. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Harden.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Well, for the Rockets, they're just so tough to beat at home because they're explosive offensively, and they've got a great crowd. So once they get the lead in their home building, they're tough to catch.
And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
It's Harden with the drive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, of his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high three-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just the combination of playing with good bigs and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks last year.
Now here's McLemore. Not a lot of room. Cousins, the pass to Landry. Second shot opportunity. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Jason Terry is checked in for Houston.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
McLemore dishes to Williams. Pass to Landry. Outside Williams. Here's Cousins, and it's blocked by Harden. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. Here's Cousins. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close in the game. Giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Houston with a big group substitution here.
Second team foul.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And it's Terry off the drive. Another miss by Houston. Sacramento leading by 3.
Well, starting last season, just about the only thing that didn't change for the Kings was the city they play in. Sacramento fought off a strong bid from a Seattle ownership group, and instead, a new group bought the team that kept them in Sacramento.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets play an up-tempo attacking style of basketball. Last season, the second most turnovers in the NBA and the most three-point attempts. Coach Kevin McHale said, this is a team of home run hitters. They're going to swing sometimes when they shouldn't, but that's who they are. I'm not going to make them bunt. Good philosophy, Kevin.
They're always aggressive, Doris. Thank you. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The 3 from Harden. Offensive rebound. Kicks to Moniunas. Passes it to Beverly. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Ariza kicks to Beverly. His three-pointer is off the mark.
And, you know, you look at the turnover for Sacramento last season, new ownership, a new GM, a new coach, extensive roster turnover as well. They might have needed name tags to identify each other.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
The kick out to Williams. The pass to Gay. Good D by Ariza. Here's Beverly, averaging 12 points a game. And here's Harden for 3. Shot's good. Harden's got 14 points now in the second half.
Spend your Christmas.
And let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yeah, it's the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard, serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Moniunas. And it's Papanicolaou in at the power forward position. Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston.
Substitution for the Rockets. Corey Brewer.
Now McLemore, and it's blocked. It's Harden with the drive, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The rollback hasn't been an easy